Shorty wanna hang with them boys from the Black Report. Sit back and listen, cause it's time for the Black Report. Yeah,
Yes, sir. What up, little brothers?
What's poppin'? What's brackin'? What's happening?
Episode 14, season 3. We back again. You know what it is, man. You know the vibes. And on our right, we have our guest with us, Calvindotcom. What up, my boy?
What's up?
Yes, sir, man. We got a classic as always, but first and foremost, we're going to tap into what's going on in the world. It's been an eventful 2 weeks since we...
man, it has.
It's been a lot going on, man.
It's a lot of shit busted. We over the Will Smith shit and everything.
Yeah,
right?
we ain't talking about that no more, man. I don't want to hear
shit going
I don't want to hear about Will Smith or Chris Rock until they got a special or a movie.
I really don't want to hear about Jada ass neither.
None of them.
Some shit from back home. Some hard-hitting shit that's happening in Grand Rapids. It's been national news as of late. Another unarmed black man's life was taken far too soon. He was 26. Patrick, how you say his?
Patrick Loyola?
Loyola, yeah.
Loyola,
yeah. Democratic Republic of the Congo immigrant that been here for about 5 or 6 years, him and his family. His car was broken down on the side of, where is it, Griggs Street over there?
Yeah, almost Griggs, almost to Newark, I believe.
Yeah, so on the southeast side of Grand Rapids of the city, he was stopped by an officer. They say that the plates were stolen and everything like that, but
didn't match the vehicle.
They didn't match the vehicle, whatever. Patrick, he then started to resist the arrest from the officer. He was never armed or anything like that either. The officer tried to subdue him forcibly with his hands, as he should, because he was struggling. But then it got to a point where the officer took his taser out. It's a 2-shot taser. He shot it twice. Patrick didn't go down.
Both hit the ground.
Yeah, both hit the ground. Patrick didn't go down from the taser. Then the officer got on top of Patrick's back with his knee in his back, and then he decided to say, drop the taser. And then he took out his gun, his service weapon, and then put it in the back of Patrick's head and fired one shot.
Killed him instantly.
Pretty graphic.
Very graphic video.
Yeah. I just saw the whole thing in my head playing, like, as I was speaking that, and it's crazy. Like, if you saw it, like, it's like it's a movie, like some movie type shit. He just
never
took
seen
him
nothing like that.
I ain't
before.
never seen a cop shoot nobody downward with his elbow to the sky like
just to see it on video too, and like it was on national television.
Yeah,
right?
Yep.
It aired on TV
because like people say stop resisting and everything. It's still to a point. Okay, he resisted, but there was nothing. That officer's life was never in harm at any point in time. He was gonna go home to his wife and to his kids or whatever at the end of that day, no matter what happened.
Yeah, I think for me the biggest takeaway is like you said, most people are taught, and you kind of learn from life. Anytime you get into an altercation physically with police, is never going to end well, and that's just the reality of it. However, a lot of the force experts who've spoken on the news about it, they've stated the biggest mistake in terms of the officer that he made was once in a traffic violation, once there's a suspect who flees, there's no need to pursue them in a traffic violation or traffic stop. Yeah, you have their car, you have somebody in the car with him, so there's obviously nowhere he can go and not be tracked. And then on top of that, it's like we all said, in terms of witnessing that on national TV and it being replayed, and especially in our own backyard where we're from, our city, I've never seen anything like that, in terms of an execution for police. So to me, I think the biggest factor is that's what took place from a traffic stop. Somebody lost their life in a traffic stop, unarmed, and no matter which way you feel about it, he was a father. He has 2 little girls that no longer have a dad in this world. So I think that's the biggest tragedy about it. But most importantly, I think I don't really know how you proceed in this situation. There not be any type of discipline for the officer, because that's not following procedure for a traffic stop. No way around it. So. Yeah, I think a lot of the force experts who spoke on that were vocal about that as well. So it's been a lot of unrest in Grand Rapids. It's been protests pretty much every day since that's taken place. I know Al Sharpton's been down here. If you know Al Sharpton, when he get involved in situations,
it's real shit going on. It's real nigga shit going on over here.
Benjamin Crump, who's a well-known attorney, is involved as well. So right now it's more so the waiting game of figuring out how it's going to go from here. But yeah, again, that's like you mentioned, that was crazy I feel like everybody, especially from our city, when the video dropped at 3:00 last Wednesday, I felt like everybody in the city was watching it at the same time. You know, if you went on Twitter or any social media, everybody was like at a world standstill type of moment. We're all seeing what transpired in live action. So it was very graphic to see. And then my mom made a great point too. You know, it's been on the news, and kids are like sponges. There's a lot of kids who probably at some point watched that video now or have seen it, and you got to think about. She mentioned what's the responsibility of teachers who, you know, kids come to school and they say things and they hear things like, and they tell each other, "Did you see that man who got shot on the TV?" And how does a teacher respond to that? Like, and how do you address that? So I think all the information being thrown at all age groups and having to digest that was a lot. So I'll be interested to see how that kind of plays out moving forward, and the responsibility of teachers to have to, in addition to parents, of course, to explain that to kids. So.
Yeah, I feel like the concept of death at such a young age, it would be a tough topic for a teacher to bring up.
Yep.
You know, but I mean, at this point, it's not even taboo anymore.
No,
to like
not
talk
at all.
About, you know?
And like like we kind of mentioned before the show, like you can see everything these days. Like it's social media, it's so accessible for kids, anybody. So it's like there's no way around it that there's some kids who saw that.
Especially when that's why I think we're so desensitized too in a way, just because when we was coming up, the internet was fresh. We knew we seen some wild shit on the internet.
But we knew how to get into it though. So we didn't really.
You did have to do some bad shit to do it back then, but now it just kind of just pop. But it's more filters now too though. But it's weird. You still see it though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another black, you know, like a low time for the black community. The Brooklyn subway shooting.
Oh, yeah.
It was a black man, y'all. Fuck, it was a nigga. It was a nigga this time.
We don't do that.
Ain't that crazy? Because when it happened, when I saw the headline, you just was there like, that's all right, what the white boy look like?
Yeah.
Nah, Frank James, 62-year-old
fucking...
Frank James. Damn, OG.
OG with the baseball cap on?
You got smoke grenades and shit?
Why do you have that?
Now I'm fucked buddy up.
Yeah, if you seen in the news, like Tom mentioned, the Brooklyn subway shooter, he was basically in the subway rampaging. Like he was really on that. I'm not sure how many people died exactly.
I don't know how many died.
I know a lot of people were injured.
There was 29 injured and 10 people were shot though.
Oh my God.
Yeah, none of the injuries were life threatening, but 10 people did get shot. Nobody actually got shot, but 29 people got injured and 10 got shot. And he shot that bitch 33 times, fired his handgun 33 times. Now, was there like a fat clip in it, you think? Or was he
just had a switch on that move.
Or was he just kept switching them out? You don't think he's switching the clips out? He a menace if he was switching the clips.
Because I also have to think too, if he's carrying around like a big ass drum, how's he gonna hide
it was
that?
a Glock. It was just a Glock.
So he had a switch on that boy.
Yikes. Just shooting in New York.
He was listening to Dirk
Banana clips.
No, he was listening to Pop Smoke.
Oh man,
that nigga. He wanted. I'm surprised he didn't go meet Pop though. He was arrested with no incident.
Well, he said. They said I read an article that he actually called the police on himself, and then it was like he said to the police in the report that I was surprised it took so long for you.
They weren't gonna get his ass.
Yeah, like
they tried to blame social services. He just was a homeless man, I think.
How he get? No, he couldn't have been because
there's no way.
Yeah, there was videos he posted on YouTube complaining about society. So once I seen him, I said, "Oh, okay." So this was what he was going to do.
He's a ticking time bomb.
Yeah. Literally, yep, exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but definitely prayers. So I'm glad nobody died because I wasn't sure about that.
Yeah, that's wild. In the subway, just think you in the subway. These New York niggas already deal with bullshit every day.
And
but now it's somebody
9/11.
Yeah, 9/11. Yeah, exactly. All that shit.
Could you even imagine how it would feel to be like packed into a subway like that?
Space, bro.
Yeah.
I can't stand.
You can't even move around.
Well, I know one person they talked to, like he said, because he was alive for 9/11. He said this is the most traumatic event because not only because you've been through 9/11, but you're in a tight space like the subway. So somebody get to shooting you, like, bro, we just gotta hope you're not aiming over here.
You can't jump in the little train thing because the train's gonna hit you, and I think you get electrocuted if
That's
you
what
jump
I'm saying.
out.
So it's a you gotta just hope not today, not me today.
Yeah, wow. That shit's sickening.
Yeah, it's scary.
Elon Musk bought Twitter.
Yep, another news.
Or he's trying. He's trying. He's trying.
He's already a stake owner in Twitter, but he's trying to buy Twitter as a whole.
Was it 62 or 6.2 or 62 billion? I think it's $62 billion.
I saw a thing today or yesterday. Elon Musk could purchase every single pro team in every single pro league in America.
Oh my!
Every football team,
a lot of
every basketball team, and he would still have $9 million left over, or $9 billion left over.
9 billion? Oh my! We gotta do something.
What?
I don't know. He can't have that much power.
Like one motherfucker having all that shit.
No.
He gonna change something, bro.
I'm not calling this shit over.
He might change something for the better.
I hope.
Oh no.
But yeah, I know in addition to that, there was a lot of buzz about the fact that he was gonna spend a lot of money to avoid a background check for that. So I guess there was some type of background check that had to go into the factor when you buy in a corporation like that, and he was about to pay a lot of money to avoid that.
For it to go through his background check on him?
Yeah, so whatever that means.
He
Shiesty.
got to hide.
Yeah, something going on.
All right, no.
So whatever that may be, I don't know. I ain't saying you did nothing, Elon, but you're scaring me a little bit. So
That's wild.
that's something to monitor. But yeah.
Dwayne Haskins.
Oh yeah.
How about it?
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in
R.I.P.
peace to Dwayne Haskins. If you haven't heard, last week he was down in South Florida training with other members of the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was a team event orchestrated by Mitchell Trubisky. Just getting the team together, working on routes, getting comfortable with each other. And then at 6:38 the next morning, he was hit and killed by a vehicle while he was walking down the highway. And I'm not sure if there's any more information that's been provided as to why he was walking down the highway. As far as I know I was doing research to figure out what was the case because it's 6:30 in the morning. But
I didn't see anything.
yeah, nevertheless, that's a terrible tragedy. If you are familiar with Dwayne Haskins at Ohio State, definitely a standout. Was the starting quarterback for the Redskins as well, and then also on his way to a fresh start in the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know during the initial statement of his death, Adam Schefter came under fire because for some reason he thought it would be a smart idea to mention his life struggles in a notice of death. So
Elaborate on that. You mean NFL struggles?
yeah, he talked about Adam Schefter before he mentioned that he had passed. He said Dwayne Haskins, who struggled in his tenure with the Washington Redskins, among other things, has died in a vehicular accident. And then a lot of NFL players were enraged with that. Lamar Jackson specifically said, he said some words that I can't remember, but they wasn't kind.
They was some Florida shit.
Yeah, you was some bullshit shit, basically. And there was a lot of NFL players who spoke out against it. And I get it because I get his job is to be a reporter, but that doesn't mean that's the opportunity to drag anybody down in death. Yeah. And there was another dude, another 90-year-old NFL commentator who said that Dwayne Haskins had been chasing death for a while. Like I don't even know what that even means.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know why these men who cover the NFL feel that's what you need to mention in these times of real tragedy, but that's inappropriate. So Adam Schefter issued an apology, and so did the other dude. I don't even know his name, but the damage was kind of done on that. So
yeah,
do better, man. Not okay, but prayers to Dwayne Haskins' family. That's
shouts out.
24 years old. That's can't imagine. But
and then in a pop culture, what you talking about? Kim Kardashian?
Yeah,
Kim
you want me?
Kardashian
You tell us
and
what
Roblox.
happened.
So I said it before. Everybody has said it. At some point, Kim Kardashian's kids are going to come to an age where they're going to be exposed to why their mother was first became famous. It's the internet, and that was very early internet. So, mid-internet, and so it finally reached Lil Saint, and it reached them on Roblox.
Roblox, though.
All places.
No,
you
I
heard
didn't
about
know
this,
that.
bro?
All places,
way.
man. Somebody sent Lil Saint.
That's
I guess he
traumatizing.
was in the Roblox server. They sent. I don't know the full. Did they know it was Saint?
No, I don't know. I think it was just like an ad you can post on Roblox, and I don't know how Roblox works. My little cousin don't play it, so I don't really
know how it works either.
Me neither.
But
I remember like Roblox, but like when we were younger, it was a way different thing.
Yeah,
than it
so
is now.
different. It's like
a
GTA
way-
on
yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's,
like
how,
GTA
that's how
on
we
there.
saw it.
Yeah.
My understanding was an ad, and the ad was Kim Kardashian with like the crying face meme. You know what I mean? Where she
Yeah.
like crying like that, and it said something about the sex tape, but Saint can't read. I don't think so. He
Yeah.
just was like. Like seeing his mom crying, like, look, mom, look, they got you on the game. And she didn't read it on some, Chloe, look at this. And then if you watch, we'll put the clip up there, but it's a clip from the new,
Tristan Matthews thought he got cooked.
who is Tristan Thompson?
Tristan Matthews.
I went to a school with a nigga named Tristan Matthews.
Look at this is on Roblox.
What? Who made that? Who made that? Let me see. Click on it.
But yeah, Tristan Thompson, there's a clip from their new Keeping Up with the Kardashian show. I don't know what the exact it's called, but in the clip, Kim shows Chloe and she runs over to Chloe like, Chloe, look at this. And Tristan Thompson in the background. So the joke is everybody, he see this happen, he thinking, oh, they didn't caught me. They didn't caught me. And he froze. So he literally in the back like, and he look at Corey, which is Kris Jenner's partner. He look at him like, bro, what? And they both thinking like, look at your dumb ass. So they didn't show his sigh of relief when he realized it wasn't him. But
realized it just Kim.
Yeah, that's the clip. So yeah, she ended up calling Kanye, and there's a clip of her crying on the phone with Kanye about it and
crying about Roblox,
crying about yo pass coming on Roblox. So
that's
a
fucking L.
That's sickening. I ain't gonna lie.
in the chat.
I don't have any problem with Kim Kardashian, but like you said, that's a part of it's the internet. It's only a matter of time before they actually are of age to know really what that is. So North isn't far probably. And
I'm surprised.
I'm honestly surprised. Yeah, I'm honestly surprised.
We might not know if she has or not or knows what it is.
Kanye daughter. She saw that shit and bottled it up.
North has got to be what, like 7 years old?
Yeah, she's old enough to maybe have heard or read something. It was like, what is it?
I thought she was like 10 or
nah, I don't know. I thought she was like 7 too.
I don't know. Oh, none of them kids.
Definitely old enough to like,
old enough she can about read.
Yeah.
So yeah, they get into that age. Like you said, the internet doesn't forget anything. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to watch over the years. I'm sure there'll be an actual clip on the show where Mom, what is they talking about? What is this? But
Ray J, the nigga who made it was Ray J, the nigga who made the headphones?
Yeah, at this point they ain't gonna know. They ain't gonna know One Wish. They gonna know them glasses and
Raycons
and Raycon. Yeah, so that'll be something to watch. But
Drewski.
Oh yeah,
talk about that.
So the Drewski situation, and it's ironic because Grand Rapids stand up. We going viral for a lot of things this week. Some not so good, but in the video that Drewski posted last week, it was a mockery of what was intended to be how there's certain dudes when they get around girls, they always try to get the girls drunker than anybody.
Yeah. Take a shot.
Take a shot. You ain't drink that for real.
That ain't no shot.
Let's do another shot. And that's what the clip was. Drewski making fun of that. And I think the telling part is immediately from the moment he posted, there were people in the comments like, oh, no, delete this, bro. This ain't funny, bro.
This ain't it.
What is you doing, bro? And it's really them just the dudes.
The shoe fits, huh?
That's all you heard,
The
huh?
shoe pretty tight.
Do you feel attacked? Because that's what you really be on. So Drewski ended up deleting the video because I guess in Drewski's career so far, he hasn't really received negative feedback on the clips he posts. So I think he maybe deleted it because of that or because maybe people he knew was feeling attacked. Like, bro, don't do that, bro.
Struck a chord.
But yeah, the reason Grand Rapids is relevant because two girls who are from Grand Rapids were the female actresses in that video. So that's kind of crazy. They made the shade room, but it had to be deleted because of dudes and their feelings about stuff y'all really do.
Because they really do.
Pill Cosby's. So yeah, Pill Cosby's. But yeah, I thought the video, all of Drewski's videos are supposed to be mockeries of dudes. So I didn't know why that was any different.
The girls liked it.
Yeah, girls was like, because dudes really do that. So yeah, I think you should have left it up.
Y'all niggas gotta quit doing that, man.
Yeah, and then the funny part was Drewski was demonstrating a lot of these dudes don't even be drinking with them. That's weird, buddy. You guys need to figure that out because that ain't it. That's not P.
That's not it. That's not P at all.
So yeah, that was the Drewski situation.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, we covered a lot of current.
We covered a lot of shit. I think that's
man. It's been an eventful 2 weeks, like we said, in popular culture. But yeah, that's all we got for the current events. So you know what time it is? It's time for a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with you, little bros.
On the smooth, quiet 95.7 TBR.
All right. Listen up, little brothers. If you haven't tapped into Grind Time Media, I don't know what's going on with you.
Grind Time is busting out the gate with videography, graphics, apparel, and more.
The grind is now.
The grind is forever.
Tap in, little brothers.
The grind is everlasting. Little dumbass.
Yes, sir. That's gotta be it. And we're back, little brothers. You know the deal, man. It's time for the interview portion. It's time to kick it off with Mr. Calvindotcom, man.
What's up, man?
Yeah, tap into your journey so far, what you do, man, and how you got into it and where you plan to take it next.
Yeah, so Calvin, I'm born and raised in Grand Rapids. Spent a lot of time in Kentwood, Wyoming, all over the place. But I am a house DJ. I go by Paris by Night. And the journey's been long, man. The journey's been like pretty wild too in Grand Rapids, coming up with like the Savons, the Waldos, all those homies, the AGO homie. Shout out to AGO. But they really helped me out with the whole music journey. Like the whole production and making music wasn't always my thing. So I kind of found my connection to music with DJing. Okay. And kind of bounced around a bunch of different genres, but the last genre that kind of hits home with me, and I think the one I'm going to stick with, is like the disco house kind of vibe. So just been doing that, been DJing around Grand Rapids for God knows how long, like 5, 6, 7 years at this point. It's been a minute. And the goal is to just revitalize like the dance music around here, I feel like that's a big gap that's been missing in Grand Rapids music scene for a while. And like the real house music. It's not like the commercial shit that like when you ask someone house music, like that's not the house music we're talking about. So
shit they see on TV.
Exactly.
Right.
Talk about that OG shit.
Yeah. Like the R&B, influenced house, the disco, the dance music. We're just trying to bring that scene to Grand Rapids and one show at a time. One show at a time.
That's what's up. So in high school, were you already like, you mentioned that wasn't like what you were naturally inclined to do. Is it high school when you kind of decided this might be something I could have a longevity?
See, I think my whole thing was I never really went into it having too many goals, It's really just like a hobby and a passion for me at that point. So many of my homies were doing music at a high level. And it was just a way for me to stay tapped in with the shit and just for me to be creative. So I never really had too many goals in mind. It wasn't really till like after college because I DJ'd at a couple bars. I went to Michigan State in East Lansing and shit. So I got a lot of my experience DJing for people in East Lansing.
Yeah, that's very different.
Yeah. It was way different because I wasn't playing the shit I wanted to play. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing like top 40 shit, whatever. But when I really got back to Grand Rapids after I graduated, that's when I felt like those aspirations started kicking a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting doing a lot more shows with homies and people are starting to recognize the sound and be open to the sound. A lot of my homies, even at first, were like hesitant to the kind of music we were playing and shit, thinking it wasn't like their vibe or their scene or whatever. But just through repetition and staying strong and staying true to the craft, and we've just been grabbing attention here and there, left and right, and that's kind of when the goals start kicking in for sure, like a little after college.
Okay. Is it usually just you? I know well, obviously you know Dog Food too. Yeah. I know for him it's like he's just him when he goes. Do you have anybody else that you bring with you, or is it always just?
Yeah. So I usually I roll with like a little it's not like an official collective, but just some of my really close homies that kind of put me on the house music too. So Denard, Lenore, shout out to Lenore. My homie Gaio, shout out to him. Hub. So yeah, I rock with usually when we do shows it's like the four of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You I know you mentioned it's a little bit different because you said when you started it was more something that was a hobby or a passion.
Yeah.
Now that you're seeing where you can take it next and you see like, okay, this is like the lane I want to go to, what are the challenges you've like seen or have already experienced?
Yeah. I'd say some of the big challenges right now is that we're kind of walking through like murky water in Grand Rapids just because the path hasn't been clearly defined yet, you know?
You're the pioneer.
Yeah, exactly. I'm definitely not trying to take credit away from people that have been doing this shit in Grand Rapids, you know what I'm saying? But
you part of that group.
Yeah, the wave has not really established like the path yet. You know, there's not like a defined path. So that's
hard,
that's really the big challenge right now is to like make it more of like a household sound, you know, some shit that everyone feels comfortable coming to and like, you know, being able to listen to music that they like. So that's been the biggest challenge really, but it's nice. We got a big support group, you know what I'm saying? All the shows we do are always packed and banging and shit. So we're definitely starting. The goal is just bigger, you know, more and more.
Is there a spot that you've DJ'd at the most that you feel like this is a spot that I can probably make a central location to have people kind of see the vision the most? Or I know you've done Billy's before. I know
Billy's.
Billy's is
Billy's is the spot, man. Yeah, on the weekends, definitely not like a Thursday night.
talking about-
no Thursday.
Talk
but-
about Bill Cosby's.
Yeah, for sure.
Go to
For sure.
Billy's.
That rumor
You
is
ask
there.
for a water at Billy's, you drunk.
That's
Why
why
am
they-
I drunk? I
That
got a
bitch come
water.
back dirty.
That's why they
This
call
is a
that
water, I
shit
thought.
Billy's, nigga.
Yeah. Billy's definitely has that rep, but the weekend times at Billy's is always banging. But back to your spot, I'm thinking we're really starting to grab a lot of traction with like Pyramid Scheme.
Okay. Yeah.
We've been
that's
doing a lot of
hard.
shows at
Yeah.
Pyramid Scheme. Obviously, the Camp Teo shows
Yep.
and like
Been great.
they just been more open to like having us on the weekends and on the weekdays and shit. And it's nice because Pyramid Scheme is not like a low key spot,
Right.
You know.
People know it.
Yeah, like we've been
absolutely.
spinning out like a bunch of low key spots and packing those spots out, but those are like a step off the beaten path type deal, you know. Like having consistency at Pyramid Scheme just helps us a little more because it's right down there. And
Thanks.
Pyramid Scheme has always been respected as like
Yeah.
one of those premier
I think
spots.
they got like another location too in Detroit. I
Pyramid
think.
Scheme does?
Yeah, don't they?
I think I've heard that
Yeah,
actually.
maybe.
I think they
Maybe.
do.
Yeah, they might be a little franchise.
So that
type
might be
deal.
some. Just pop out to the D.
No.
that seems
Detroit,
is
yeah,
big over
Detroit's,
there.
Detroit's
That's it.
next for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Is there I know you mentioned when you were in East Lansing, you didn't really get to like play what you wanted to play. Is that because they're so strict on the vibe they already want? I mean, I've been to East Lansing a couple
Fuck
times.
East Lansing, bro.
That's-
He's Spartan, bro. You know,
Go green.
fuck
but
East Lansing.
That's literally
dude.
why.
Who do you know here? I got frat boyed at East Lansing
Oh,
once.
left
bro.
and right, man.
Oh my,
Left and right.
oh my god, bro.
Left and right.
The Asians at East Lansing pretty cool though.
They were.
Yeah,
I was fucking
bro,
with all
bro
the
with the
Asians.
Lambos, bro with the Lambos.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
all
talking
the crazy
about.
ass whips, like the G wagon.
Yeah, they
Why
had
the Lambo?
You ain't
Bro,
remember that? It was
it
like
was a
it was
chromed out
a
Lambo.
Yep,
Chromed
exactly.
out
You don't
Lambo.
remember
So
that?
y'all
We
all know
saw
that.
it.
I don't remember that.
Bro,
Yeah,
we
that
was
shit was
there,
on like
bro.
M
We
Live
saw
type
it.
shit.
We
like,
saw it.
bro,
It's live.
it's
He
a-
went
all-
there? He went
No,
there?
yeah, it was a student.
he
Yeah.
had to pay
I mean,
Yeah,
all these
paid.
international kids will get sent over here with like little CEO parents and shit,
Okay,
like
so
$1
yeah.
million families.
So they here
In
for the
China, so they
experience.
got
Yeah, in
real.
China, yeah,
They got real bacon.
bankroll.
I don't remember
Yeah.
that, but damn, shout out to
Yeah,
bro.
You was fucked up.
Yeah,
I think
I
that
was-
was one of them Halloweens.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. I was already mad because you probably did get frat boy.
No,
and they went,
oh yeah, we got frat boy after we won too.
yeah, you had to sneak in a couple parties just to even turn up down in East Lansing. But
Yeah,
you said it was because they
whatever.
were strict in terms of.
Oh yeah, that's literally why I got fired.
Oh wow.
So I was working at this at Rick's actually.
No.
Fuck you, Rick's. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, fuck
No, I'm
Rick's.
playing.
Literally, no.
They're
Yep.
cool.
Nah.
They hooked me up with a job. I was like 19 or something like that. I'm pretty sure 19 or just turned 20. So they had rules and shit about me, not drinking and shit when I was there. But we always ignored those. But nonetheless,
I'm the DJ.
yeah, literally. They just like they had their own laptop. So I didn't even bring my own laptop. They had their own laptop with preloaded music that the entertainment manager would handle. So I would I'll sneak my flash drive in, stick it in, play a couple songs. Like I swear to God, the song that lost me my job was March Madness by Future.
Wow.
That's all.
That song.
So that's what kind of club? I already got the picture of
Yeah,
the club now.
exactly.
If you couldn't play
Did they
that.
sell Hennessy in that club?
Absolutely not.
Probably not. I don't can't remember.
I'd be
It's
surprised.
like Bud Lights and fucking, But yeah, so it was very restricting. And like obviously it was a cool gig because they paid us money like under the table and shit.
Right.
And like all that cool stuff.
college
There's a lot
students,
of
yeah.
there's a shit ton of amenities to being a DJ, but man, like having them restrict every little last thing, like you might as well just press the play button.
I was gonna
Like,
say
not
they
even
just
have
had
a
you in there
DJ.
pressing buttons at that
Yeah.
point. You just all you doing is hitting random
You just
on
a
the shit.
presence, just up
Yeah,
there
so-
dancing and shit.
So yeah, that
okay.
was that
I was
a
curious
little
about the
time there.
difference because, I mean, a lot of spots, the reason I asked is I know in Grand Rapids, there's a lot of bars where, more so when we were younger, like if you went to, I'm trying to think of a good example.
Take care.
Nah, Tin Can, they did let you eventually, they got the little,
The
Touch
boom
tunes.
box
touch
shit,
tunes,
touch
yeah, touch
tunes,
tunes. What's the one spot we got kicked out of because they said they had enough black people in there?
Oh, Tavern.
Tavern.
Or ba-
Oh,
Yeah.
No. Tavern was one. They said they don't sell Hennessy because it attracts the wrong people.
And a different time, they said they had
no.
enough black people in there.
that was the place by fucking Click. With it, Holiday Bar.
Oh man, they're notoriously racist.
that's
as fuck,
Tavern
Holiday
said
bro.
that
Bar.
too, though.
Oh, I ain't never-
Tavern said they had enough black people in there already.
Holiday
There's-
Bar
bro,
racist as fuck
You could say
too.
like every other bar here has a racist agenda. For
That's
sure,
that's
so.
why I was like, damn, East Lansing worse than that because it's like shit. I would think they'd be a little bit more progressive, but yeah, at least you did mention now that Grand Rapids is at least trying to head towards a place, which I can see from even my perspective that they're trying to be more open to different genres of music. There's always going to be, like you said, clubs and bars that got racist undertone. I don't know if we'll ever.
But that they don't understand. You will make way more chicken if you appeal to our crowd.
Everybody. That's what I said. It's got to be, at the end of the day.
I'm saying in the fact because everybody love black culture. You know what I'm saying? If you tap into black culture, you just gonna make that much money, man.
Yeah.
You think all these corporations just love niggas? No.
They love the money.
They love the money that niggas generate.
Yeah.
It's cool to see places like Ambiance open up.
Yeah.
You know, like places that respect the culture.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Like, that's Willie the Kid spot.
Yeah, it is. But Willie got to change it back to 21.
Yeah, we heard a rumor that I don't think it's a rumor because I think I saw it in my own eyes.
18.
Yeah, Ambiance is 18 and up now. So
is it?
Yeah, that one y'all gotta
and
look.
it's not like once a night type shit. That'd be cool.
Like one
Yeah,
night the
like
weekend.
a tea night or something.
Yeah, but nah.
Damn, I didn't know that.
No, it's recent though. So that's why don't be on that because don't do that because
You gonna get niggas locked up. Some niggas gonna get locked up.
and even beyond that, like you putting yourself in a bind because eventually there's gonna be an 18-year-old who's smarter than the other 18-year-olds and is able to get drinks in there, and then as soon as something happens to him, that's on y'all.
Happens all the time.
And that happens all the time. So I wonder, what the idea was behind that, but
Michigan Liquor Control Commission is don't be bullshitting.
yeah, you will go to jail. So yeah, but no, and I agree with well, I'm glad I should say that there is a few more spots like you mentioned that are, even though it's murky water, at least give you the opportunity to change the narrative about that, and somehow it's Billy's. So Billy's, and is there another spot that you
I mean, we've really been. I mean,
Pyramid Scheme, you
we've
mentioned.
been holding down Pyramid Scheme, Rockies.
Where's that?
Right over, like, so off Monroe. It's kind of, you know where Speakeasy bar is? Yeah, it's right around there.
Okay.
Or like Garage Bar and shit.
Garage
like, right
bar.
around that area.
Garage is straight.
Yeah, it's a cool little setup right there. It's like, it's really like, I like it because it's kind of like grungy. It almost feels like a house party.
And that's
but it's like
these-
intimate. It's
was
like
the
a small
days.
space. You know what I'm saying? So like, you pack like, we'll get like 100 people in that bitch and it'll feel
in
like.
Garage Bar?
No, in
Rockies, okay.
Yeah. We get like 100 people in there and it'll feel like a stadium.
Okay.
Everyone's shoulder to shoulder.
Wow.
So.
I gotta check that spot out.
Yeah, Rockies is dope. I think I'm not spinning at it, but the homies are spinning at it next weekend. Yeah.
Okay.
Rockies will be popping next week.
Shout out Rockies.
You know what I'm
then.
saying? Shout out to Rockies.
Shout out my nigga Rocky. But yeah, that's I'm happy at least in our generation it seems to be, even though we kind of wanted to change for a while, I'm glad that our generation is at least a part of the movement in Grand Rapids where we're being progressive and kind of forcing the issue in more ways than one, making people see that there is a different approach than this the good old West Michigan way of
That Dutch ass shit.
good old Dutch life. But it's important, like Tone mentioned, in terms of not only black culture, but just being accepting of everybody having a different vibe. Like everything don't gotta be the same, because ultimately that's how you increase revenue. More money for everybody when there's more people who feel included.
Niggas make money, man. It's the whole time. The whole time of the world, niggas been making chicken for motherfuckers. I'm just saying. I'm not wrong.
No, not at all.
If you take and break it down by each race, who made the most money, like who's made the most money for the world,
Generates the most
other
money.
than Chinese people, you know what I'm saying? Other than because they make everything, it's niggas.
Yeah,
Maybe Mexicans too.
Yeah, I don't know if you have the statistical backing on this, but
We top 3.
up there.
It's gotta
But
be.
I don't think we not 3 though. We might be 2.
Right? Maybe if you the whole history, like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The whole shit. The whole goddamn kitty caboodle, slavery, all that shit.
yeah, you include slavery. Yeah, we
It's steep.
we gotta be top 2, not 2.
Trillions, I'm talking, nigga.
Facts. Yeah, man.
It's wild.
I agree.
Fuck
yeah,
it.
let's see what happens next.
Wait, what?
Life.
With Calvin or with
That. With him too.
how niggas gonna keep making
All of that.
I'm with it all.
All that
I'm with
shit.
it all. Making money, let's do it.
Let's do it, man. But yeah, moving on, it's time for them topics, man. The 3 topics of the day will be grudges. Why is that funny?
because the wine that slapped me.
Grudges. We'll be talking about long distance relationships, and we'll also be talking about gaming. First of all, let's talk about grudges. Tone, do you have any grudges against anybody?
Nah, man. I've come to realize life is too fragile to hold grudges. your energy is everything. Your peace of mind and your well-being is my everything. So I don't got time to be dwelling on the past of what somebody may have done to me, where now at this point in time where I'm at, it's not necessarily affecting me. You understand?
Yeah.
So, you know, some people, you know, they have a reason to hold grudges. You know, like people who's like victims of sexual abuse or something like that. You can hold that grudge. But like for me, I've luckily never had nothing like that. There's been some things in my life where some people may have held grudges over that, but it's to a point in time where, you know, I've coped. I've come to terms with it, and that's the biggest thing I feel like with holding grudges. You just gotta accept it.
Yeah, I think in addition to that,
what was done to you.
Yeah, kind of what you said. You have to be able to evaluate the situation. I think maybe a lot of times people think they're over things until they have to come face to face with them again.
Yeah.
So I think that's important. So you're saying you've had experience holding grudges before. You've been there.
Yeah, I've been there. Like I say it straight up. I be transparent. A lot of people hold grudges with their parents. You know, parents who wasn't there. My dad wasn't necessarily all the way there through my formative years and everything. When I was younger, you know, I grew up angry and I grew up upset towards it and everything, resentment and shit like that. But as I grew older, you know, you start to experience things that as an adult and shit like that. There got to a point where it's like, there's no, and you've lost people and everything like that. You get to a point where it's like, well, there's no point in holding the grudge from fucking 15, 20 years ago, because it happened. It happened. You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do to make yourself better from it? Because if you let that shit hurt you, then ultimately that person won 15 years later.
True.
And that's a fat ass L. You can't be beating me for 15 years. What the fuck?
That's a long L.
Yeah, that's a long ass L, bro. And it's and you don't have to take that L if you don't want to. You just come to terms with that shit and take it on the chin and then just keep it in the stride, because ultimately it can make you stronger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you learn from a lot of this shit. And then next time something like that may happen to you, it's not going to get under your skin. You're not going to overreact. You're not going to trip. You're not going to lose sleep over it.
Right.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah. Do you have any experiences with holding grudges or anything I guess it's a little bit different than adult life. You said, hindsight is 20/20, so it's easier to see things now. But is there anything you've had or experienced in life where you had a grudge or maybe still do?
No, I will say, as much as I try to not hold grudges and step away and be like the bigger individual, it is easy as fuck for me to hold a grudge. Like
being
it really
transparent.
is.
No.
Like just because. Go ahead.
I just gonna say no homo. What's your sign?
Virgo.
Oh, okay.
You know?
That makes
You know what I'm
sense.
Yeah.
You hold grudges too. I know you.
No, it's
we
not
gonna
like
get to him though. That's why he's looking like that. No, go ahead though. It makes sense. That's why
it's not like I enjoy holding grudges. It just
it just happened.
sometimes you can't let go of shit sometimes. So for me, I'm definitely getting better with it with age and
Okay.
shit, you know what I'm saying? I've
Fair.
always just even when I was younger, just naturally held grudges just on some random shit, just being a kid.
with me.
Exactly. But yeah, no, as the wine ages, you know, I've gotten better. I've gotten better, and I take the same approach.
Just like me, for real.
He's just like me.
Yeah.
I get it.
That's funny. But so why though?
See, I think for me, it's sometimes the ego gets in the way, you know? Sometimes things really hit your ego the wrong way, and it's just man, I can't let that go, you know? But like I said,
You was feeling this.
Yeah.
I'm listening, bro. I'm observing, bro. I just hear what he's saying.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
I agree with that. I think I agree with everything he said. I think it's gotten a lot better for me as I get older, because also what you said, you can't live your life that way.
Exactly.
I think initially, I think of it as I hold him or I have held him in the past because why you do that? That's all it comes down to is why would you do that?
Yeah, for
Because I
real.
wouldn't have did that to you.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of it for me comes down to the fact when I do feel like I'm holding a grudge, and like you said, as I get older, I try to, because I know that's not healthy.
Yeah.
But it's more so, especially when I'm younger, it's just, I wouldn't have did that to you. So why would you do that to me? And I've been told before, I'll never forget this. A girl told me before, it's like you keeping a scoreboard. You just keep a scoreboard in your head and running total. And I couldn't do nothing but say, because Because I am.
Yeah.
Because like in my head, it's like it's not like I'm doing it.
The mind games.
Exactly.
I
You're not
told
doing
you
it
that's not what I
intentionally.
meant. But what I'm saying is, it's like it's more so to me. In addition to, I wouldn't have did that to you. I'm keeping a scoreboard because if you keep doing things to me that I wouldn't have did to you, eventually you gonna get to a score like, all right, game over. Because why do you keep tweaking? So I guess it's more so. It's a grudge, but I'm almost doing it unconsciously because I keep
Exactly.
remembering things
Yeah.
that you did.
Exactly.
And then now I'm like, all right, now that's the third time you done did something.
Okay.
And I keep feeling internally, if I keep letting you do things to me and I'm not doing it to you, and they're, obviously not kind things or nice for you, eventually I'm gonna get to a point where I start doing little stupid evil shit because now it's a grudge. Because remember when your ass, now you wonder why I did that.
Okay.
So I say it's more so like an unconscious thing
Yeah,
too.
exactly. It's never intentional.
Yeah,
It only makes
Yeah,
shit. It only
facts.
makes shit harder.
Facts.
Like
I'm
literally.
not on-
Shit you playing a game, you be
Yeah.
like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm never on
Exactly.
some like get my lick back, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You ain't get your lick back?
No, that's what I say. If I feel like it's gonna get to a point, that's when I'm like, all right, now if I did,
This ain't even a grudge no more.
if
It's
I
beef.
tweak, you deserved it because I gave you 4 times to not do that.
Is there any grudges? You don't got to say like what it is like, specifically if you want to. You can be transparent, 100% open book like this podcast is meant to be. Anyways, is there any grudges that you hold right now towards anyone? Or any, anyone. Is there anything?
You trying to guide me into an answer here, bro? Is there something you have in mind? Or?
No.
But I would probably say in terms of legit grudge, no. Is there a lot of things I ain't gonna forget? Yeah.
Is that not a grudge?
No, I feel okay. So maybe we should evaluate the.
What's a grudge?
Yeah, I would say a grudge is when you have something you keep in mind, but you have the intentions every time you see that person, you have ill will towards them, and I don't
match their energy.
And that gets
Is it
a little
that?
deeper because I don't know. I feel like I try to match energy either way, so I don't know about that one.
So I'm saying, so if they all buddy to you and shit, you gonna play that role to them after they did this?
Nah. But that's just because that's not where we're at. Because
But they might think though.
nah,
Because
I
some
done
people
told
just
you
do little
tweak.
stupid shit.
No, I done told you tweak, so they ain't doing that to me. If they
So
do
one
it,
thing,
now
okay.
you being weird.
So you're not never gonna hold a grudge against somebody where it's like they don't know. You gonna let it be known what your problem is.
yeah, I'll probably address it, but I'll be
You're not
honest.
just gonna let it sit there and stew
Nah,
and like
yeah.
figure it out.
Nah,
like
yeah.
women like to do. My fault.
I say,
Speed.
Yeah, I'll say I had a couple situations.
I just got that too. That was a late hitter.
That was funny. But I'd say I have I've had a couple situations as an adult where I tried to let it go, but in turn I wasn't able to. So I was like, I should have just said it at the time.
Right.
Like it's not wasn't that big deal, but like you said, it keeps adding up. And then maybe that's the Virgo. It's like now I didn't felt you done did three things to me that I wouldn't have did to you. So I won't say I never would hold a grudge, but I would say I've gotten a lot better as an adult at addressing it. So if I feel like you did something that wasn't cool, I've at least said it to you.
Yeah.
So
Doesn't even need to form a grudge.
yeah, it
If
doesn't
you
need to
talk
because
it out
now
or-
you know how I felt, and if you tweak again, now you just being disrespectful.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say as of right now, I don't have any grudges against anybody.
What about you, Calvin?
No.
No,
I actually
no.
just recently
Got
let
all-
go of a couple grudges. You
Nice.
know?
Did they fix it or you just let
Nah,
it go?
I felt like enough time had mended the wounds type deal.
How long was it?
I mean, not super long. Maybe
Okay.
like a month or
okay.
that's not
whatever. You
bad.
know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. It wasn't like a 5-year dispute or nothing like that. It was a fight for my child custody or nothing like that. But
Fight for my child.
That's
No,
a big ass grudge.
no, yeah, it's just like some shit that happened.
Yep.
And after a bunch of time goes by, you just realize every day that goes by, you realize how stupid, more stupid it
Exactly,
gets.
exactly.
And then you're like, at one point, it just you have to break, and you're just like, there's only my pride standing in the way of me resolving these
Facts.
issues.
Yeah.
You know, so a bunch of not a bunch, but a few grudges just got let go recently. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling light. I'm feeling bright, and
Yeah.
you know,
That's
I feel
dope.
you that.
That's growth.
They
When
put
you-
that. Go ahead.
What you
No,
gonna
go
say?
ahead.
I was just going to add, they say time heals all, but I think a lot of it does. A lot of times time goes by. I think for me, what's helped me get over a lot of situations where it may have been a grudge and I realized it's not worth it is because you just kind of know that's what that person's on. So we don't got to be like, we may not be ever what we were, but there's no reason for me to like beef with you. So like I just accept you for you are. And maybe before I thought you wouldn't be somebody who did that, but now that I know you are, it don't got to be no grudge. I just can't rock with you the same way.
Yeah.
But it don't got to be any bad vibes. We just never gonna be where we was.
Yeah.
True.
So
Do you think women hold grudges more than men? Or do you?
yeah,
That's I mean,
surface
if you
value.
want-
I think so.
If you want just the straight off the top of my head answer, yes. But like, if you really think about it, I
Probably
bet you it's
not.
pretty 50-50.
It's situational.
It's
for
50-50.
sure.
Oh. Like,
You know?
especially
I don't know.
towards other women.
Oh yeah,
Especially
okay.
towards
So
other
yeah, as a whole, I
women.
would
You
say
gotta
girls.
say that because women will ruin friendships.
They
like
will
life
fall out about
Yeah.
things that are crazy.
Been
I-
friends since kindergarten
Yup.
type shit.
I seen that viral tweet. It was they said, "Girl, dudes, you miss your man's wedding." He's like, "My bad, bro. Yeah, it's cool, bro." And then y'all link up the next day. Girls, you miss one birthday dinner, and y'all don't talk for 6 years.
Yeah, niggas really just squared up. It like threw them bitches
And then we're good.
and then smoked the blunt 15 minutes later.
We good, bro.
Really.
You just
know?
tweak, bro. You
You
tweak
just
too.
tweak.
All right, bet.
Yeah, exactly.
Solid.
It's easy. It's
But
easy.
yeah, I'd say as a whole, if you evaluate it that way, girls do hold grudges longer because
Because we have to say why is that?
I was gonna say because, but I don't really know. I think they just kind of
I don't know. I mean, maybe just because guys are tougher,
maybe in a sense.
So it's easier. It's more acceptable for a woman to get upset about something we would consider little.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it don't cut as deep.
Yeah,
It don't cut us
exactly.
as deep.
So
Yeah.
maybe it's
That's
a
true.
social construct thing.
Yeah.
Maybe we should break it down as men. But nonetheless, I think that's got to
should we
have
though?
something
Because
to do with it.
if it's not that deep, we just don't get
That's
into
true.
it that deep.
That's
Because I definitely say in my lifetime, there's been situations where you wasn't cool with dudes over something that was really some real shit, and that's not a grudge. Is it? Maybe it is, but. Like it's communicated, we just don't rock with each other.
Yeah.
So I don't really consider that a grudge. Like we know we just don't vibe. But girls are really like not even communicate about it. They just why.
Not talk to other bitches
No,
because she talked to the bitch. Shit, all that. I done
All
seen
that.
that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
That shit wild. That shit tragic.
No, grudges is I'm glad that was a good topic to discuss. But
The Grudge is a wild ass movie too.
Yeah.
yeah, she was on. She had a grudge for sure. Yeah, doing all that. Weird
She wasn't
shit.
letting shit go.
No, she was
was
on
not
that.
letting shit go.
You did that shit. Put me in that well. Yeah, well,
So she had a reason for that motherfucker.
The cake's
honey.
been baked.
The cake's been made.
For real. Yeah, man. All right. So I guess kind of maybe leads into ill will and holding grudges, long distance relationships. What's your opinion on them?
I don't know if that was.
It does, because sometimes you get in a long distance relationship and there's a problem that happens and it's not easily solved, and now it's a grudge because you live here, I live there.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm a firm believer some things aren't as easy to fix over the phone and through text.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's how a grudge is formed, in my opinion.
So yeah,
it's
for
easier
sure.
to form one.
And that's exactly why I would never do a long distance relationship.
So point blank, you would never do one.
Nah, that shit's stupid.
Never.
That shit's stupid.
Ever, never.
Well, like if we're already like together, like we've lived together and shit like that for like a long time, and like one of us has to go for 6 months or something like that, then okay. If it's like you gotta leave for like a year or 2 years, I'm cool.
You can do that?
No.
Oh, you
I'm
can't.
cool. I'm
You're cool on this.
6 months. You go work, send you somewhere 6 months. All right, I'll wait. Year.
So 6
If,
months.
if, if the coochie that great, I'll wait a year. I ain't gonna hold you 100% transparent, clear, honest, concise, like this podcast is made to be. Yeah. So if it's like that, and if the emotional connection and
I was gonna
the
say,
love
that's
is
just
there,
it. That's the coochie. All
if
right.
all that's there, then yeah, okay, a year. But like anything longer than that, year and 6 months, 2 years, nah, I'm cool. We just gotta call it quits.
What about you? Could you do a long distance relationship? And
I did a long distance
okay,
relationship.
so we have somebody with
How
experience.
far?
I mean, it wasn't like super crazy. It was like Grand Rapids and Royal Oak, Detroit.
So like 2 hours.
2 hours. So like it was like
Not seeing each other every day type for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. It was definitely tough. I mean, we did it for like a year. It was definitely tough. But we made it work, And if you're in a relationship like that in terms of like putting in the effort, you can make it work. I think there is a certain time where it's too long. I think long distance can be for too long. And that's when things will start to fall apart. But if you can maintain that sweet little balance of like right before it gets too bad, then I think a long distance relationship can work.
I like him.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I'd say it's a lot of aspects to go into it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter the distance. It does matter the length of how long it's got to be. I agree with you on that. I think a lot of it does come down to effort and what you do to sweeten the situation. I will say, I think the biggest thing is there's going to be more problems that arise when you do a long distance relationship. How they are handled is probably the most critical part about it, because you already are lacking the interpersonal, whatever that is. Like, it's different for everybody. Some people don't need that. We had a conversation in our group chat not too long ago, and then certain people need different things in a relationship. So if you are a person that doesn't need constant physical touch or like constant in-person communication, it's not a hard thing to do along this. But if you are a person, I just don't see how it lasts that long.
Yeah.
Even if no matter how
be
you
the right
feel
two
about the
people.
person.
Somebody gonna cheat, man.
That's what it come down to you.
Yeah, somebody gonna cheat, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot of times. See, the thing with me was it was nice for me at least, because on the contrary, we almost didn't get into a lot of arguments because we weren't in front of each other all the time. So there wasn't really ever anything to like truly argue about. And then on top of that too, we were seeing each other every weekend. So like when you would see her on the weekends and like all the bullshit, like, them 5 days that you didn't see her, just like our smooth. Yeah, we're smooth.
But don't tweak.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Because if you tweak, now
and that's
it's
the
gonna be
nice
bad.
thing too, because like on those weekends, it wouldn't be no arguing, it wouldn't be no fighting. We're just chilling.
Yep.
And then it eventually became a not long distance relationship thing, and that's when the problem started.
Wow.
That's when the problem started.
That's
I'm not saying it was because the long distance relationship was the reason why we weren't fighting.
Right.
But I mean, a lot of problems arise when you guys are around each other 24/7.
Having a girl in your face all day,
the time,
every day,
it's tough.
definitely is fucking
That's just tough.
wild.
Yeah. That's just tough.
It's fucking wild.
I definitely would I obviously prefer that over a long distance, but man, like being around your girl 24/7 like that, living with her, ooh. That bitch tests a lot of things about you, man.
Facts, absolutely.
real.
Yeah, I would say in terms of like what happens when there is a long distance relationship, I just feel like when there is an issue, depending on the person you are, it's just not as easily settled. I guess it depends what the problem is too. But if you have an issue in this long distance, and let's say it's something that's maybe not as serious to one person, but more serious to the other, it ain't gonna be it's only so many things a text is going, help you feel better about like.
And one person's gonna drop it. Like one person's not gonna be that mad about it. Cause I'm like, I can just stop responding to your text.
Now argument done.
Facts.
Yeah.
Or now you're gonna blow me up about it.
Exactly.
Or
Go ahead.
hit you with that grudge button, that block.
Or you're gonna feel the energy. You're gonna feel the energy like, okay.
Word.
And the next time you see her, it's that undertone. She already got that against you.
Yep.
So
No, I agree. Yeah, I think my fault. I think in terms of in my life experiences, I've attempted a long distance relationship, and it's just not for me either. I don't, obviously, like you said, it's a sliding scale, but for tenure, but for me, that 6 months is about all I could do too. Like that's max
for you.
Yeah.
And it comes down to, it's a lot of the aspects, obviously the physical part, and then the emotional connection as well. Like, man, it's just so much you missing of each other's life.
What
and
the
then
fuck you doing?
yeah, what are you doing over there? You say you out, but what is you doing when you out? But not even just that. It's more so like, I guess for me, the connection, it kind of drifts apart in a certain, because you having so much life experience without them. And then it's like, it could be an important, let's say there's an important factor or event in your life, and they just can't be a part of that because whatever, they live that far away.
You're missing a memory.
You're missing memories.
It's
and then
scientifically proven that distance does not make the heart grow fonder.
absolutely, I never
does not.
understood why nobody
It does
said
not.
that. That was the
Literally,
dumbest
like
shit.
that's some scientific shit. You can look that shit up. It does not
That
work
only
like
applied
that.
to when people dead, because they gone.
Them
so
niggas
yeah.
is far.
Yeah, they're in
it does
heaven.
not work like that.
No, I agree. Yeah, I think in terms of like the memories, and then you feeling those memories with other people, and it ain't just like that's going to encourage you to cheat or whatever, but those people that you're in a relationship with aren't a part of those memories now. You remember with somebody else, and it's like, damn, what is our I mean, obviously y'all still have a connection because y'all together, but y'all we're losing recipes, type shit.
I mean, you're living your own life apart from this person.
And they're doing the same.
And they're doing the same exact thing.
And like I
that's
said,
not like a catalyst to cheat or nothing like that.
Right.
But like That's why shit like that happens. Because
Facts.
people live their own fucking lives
Yeah.
away from their partner.
And there's not the communication there.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's not even the cheating fact. It's just
Yeah.
y'all experience so many different things. It is
Yeah.
nobody's fault because whatever it may be
Yeah.
that happened that you have to have a long distance relationship, it happened. But it's still the reality of it. So
And then niggas don't also, you know, you playing a game, you don't want to have to be on the FaceTime, fall asleep on the FaceTime.
Yeah.
You ever just
That shit
like, you
butt.
know, you
People
just
like
sit-
that, but
people
that
do
shit
like
butt.
that
That
shit,
shit's
falling
butt.
asleep on
shit
FaceTime.
butt.
FaceTime when you on the game, not saying nothing. I'm not even saying nothing. Like, you ain't saying nothing, bro.
cause he's
Nah, that's
40
too
north.
child- that's- yeah.
I'm listening.
He's literally 40
He's one
north.
shot,
He's
bro.
literally one shot, bro.
No,
like,
I can't. I'm not with any of that shit.
yeah, I
bro.
can't.
No.
I always. I mean, there's always the viral tweets about falling asleep on FaceTime. I'm like, why you just?
That's not cool. That's
we just
corny.
don't go
That's
to
so corny.
That's so,
That's
yeah,
corny
that's
as
like
fuck.
social media relationship.
Yeah, I ain't.
That's
I ain't.
corny as shit. If y'all niggas
It's like
falling
those
asleep.
couples. Those couples that like will
take
take a
shots
picture
at
in a bed together, and then they'll be, and then like, who the fuck took the picture?
Well, y'all
Right.
both sleep,
Yeah,
but
y'all are
your
both-
arm work.
Yeah, who is taking the picture right now? Like,
For real. Nah, yeah,
man, it's
timer,
all for social
self-timer.
media.
Sometimes,
Yeah, it's
but
all
not
for
even.
social
Somebody
media.
done
Yeah, that's
pressed it.
fucking weird.
Yeah,
It's weird.
Yeah.
I'm taking shots. Hold on. At niggas real quick. If you if you fall asleep with your significant other on FaceTime, use a fucking burger. You ain't my burger of the week. But you was just a fucking
Just a
burger.
Whopper?
You was a Whopper. You corny. Honestly, you a Cobb burger.
A Cobb burger.
A corn Cobb burger.
Oh no.
Oh no, that sounds
no.
horrible.
Yeah.
that's not kind.
You don't want to be called that.
Like what the fuck? Hang up the fucking phone. I wish we had
Just say goodnight.
I wish we had
Goddamn.
booze. I wish we had minutes still. Y'all niggas wouldn't be doing that shit if niggas still have to pay for some fucking minutes.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I'd be like, man, my phone gonna die.
Man, what?
Might
My
as
shit
well.
at 92.
Yeah. I'm simply saying good night.
Yeah, it
Bro,
might
I'm
as well.
off.
We both sleepy.
Yeah.
There's no point to this. No, I agree. Like I said at the beginning of this combo, if there's people I do know that like, and you said it too, there's people who do make a long distance relationship work, and that's because the things they may require a relationship, they don't need all that.
What if she got chicken?
That makes a difference. I don't think
If
that
she
would
has,
matter.
if she
That
has
wouldn't matter
cheese,
to me.
Yeah.
oh, that makes all the difference.
All right, bro. I'm not.
That's making
We
all
gonna
the
make
difference
this
for
work,
me.
man.
Send me some money.
That's my
shorty.
ultimate dream is to
Can
be
I
a
go
stay-at-home
shopping since
dad,
you're not?
bro.
Since you're not here.
He
That's my
said playing the
ultimate
long
dream,
game.
yeah.
When you back again? A
Yeah.
year? Oh, I can
You
do
said,
that.
yeah, you said a year? Oh, perfect.
Cool.
The house
Not
gonna-
longer?
The house gonna be so clean when
Yeah.
you get
Now,
back.
now, bro, falling asleep on FaceTime.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Legs up in the
Millionaire?
air and shit.
Nah, I ain't gonna hang up, baby.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little sleepy though.
I'm gonna just hang up when you're done.
For real. Okay, so I guess y'all need some money in order
Nah,
to.
nah, it's not.
I mean, it definitely make it easier.
It'll make it.
It'll make it easier.
She got PJ money.
Yeah.
Oh, well then probably we ain't gonna be long distance. She got a PJ. Well,
It's
we
still long. I still got to sit on
Nah,
the plane for about
I'm coming
6
where you
hours,
at.
6-8 hours.
fuel up the jet. Okay. Yeah, well, there we have it. In certain circumstances, in certain circumstances, if you got the paper right, that can make a difference. If you got different things you need, you can make a long distance relationship work. It's not for us though, apparently.
Yeah.
From this panel,
What they do? Be doing FaceTime sex.
Ooh.
that just sounds like the clarity
This
afterwards.
sound like masturbating.
the clarity afterwards. Wow, that's
Oh,
You gon-
oh
I
man.
just do that on the phone.
I hate myself. No, yeah, that ain't it. That ain't it, my boy.
I said, wow.
Not fun.
Spread.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. Final topic of the day: gaming, man. How the gaming world has changed since we was jits and playing on a PS1, and now you have everybody streaming, making millions. So
Making millions.
making millions.
Parents
literally.
just get off that game. You ain't making no
No.
money off that game.
Yes, I am.
Crazy millions.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What's your take on the industry now? How has it evolved? And is it? I mean, obviously the money is a positive factor, but where do you see it going next? And is it a good thing going forward?
I think it's a good thing, bro, because like they're giving like Davenport has a esports team now,
Yep.
and there's a lot of kids who might
DU it. I went there.
might not be a lot of kids who are necessarily like athletic enough or like to get that D1 scholarship or that scholarship like for football or basketball or something, those major sports. But you can still, you play video games. You play video games your whole life. You love doing the shit just like these other people love doing the sports they do. and shit like that, you have an opportunity, you know, to go to college and get an education still. So the fact that it's made its way into like colleges, into the NCAA, I think Michigan got a team. I think Michigan State even got a team.
Every major school has some sort of
It's the
esports.
way, for
even
sure.
even the Army has an esports team. You could play like Call of Duty, but you in the Army and shit.
Wow.
That's
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, it's wild, bro.
You're shooting shit for real all the
Yeah,
time.
shoot shit in the game, and man, they probably some
All day, I'm
dogs.
shooting
Their aim is
shit.
probably
They probably
nuts.
some
When I'm not
dogs.
shooting, I'm shooting.
Yeah, the aim is crazy, and it got way different. Like,
Yep.
you remember, it's crazy, man, just how much it's evolved over the years. Like, we remember Madden 02, 03, Marshall Faulk looked crazy as hell.
Dude, I remember my first memories of actual, like, you know, before having even a PlayStation 1 was going to restaurants, and they'd have the little stand-up game system. They had
Space
it
Invaders.
was NFL. It wasn't even Madden then. It was where you could play with just you had the knob and the 3 buttons. And I remember being like, I can barely see over the screen playing it. And just to think how far we've come. For me, my favorite gaming series of all time is Grand Theft Auto. I played
it's a
Grand
great
Theft
one.
Auto for months in game time at least,
Man.
probably maybe longer. So just to even think how far that has come from when I was playing on PlayStation 2 to now it look like you see a clip of Grand Theft Auto, you're like, is that a real life for the game?
Man,
So
exactly, and then it's to that point. My earliest gaming memory is going from the no analog stick joints. You just had the D-pad and then the X circle.
Yep. I ain't gonna lie, I struggled with that when that first was
triangle.
when it was just analogs. I was a D-pad player.
Yeah, the analog was next level.
Yep.
When I first got my first joy with the analog sticks, I was like, oh yeah.
Damn, the
I'm
PlayStation
fucking
1
all
did
up.
not have
Did
analog.
not. And PlayStation 1 was my first like system
Yeah.
I ever had.
Me
Like that
too.
was mine.
Me too.
So when the PS2 came out, the analog, I'm like, man, I used to try to fight it for the longest. I fought it for the
Crazy.
longest.
I
but
didn't even think of it like
Yeah,
that.
bro, it's
Wow.
crazy.
Yep. The first
And now we'll be through without. Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
not PC niggas though.
Right.
Yeah.
But don't nobody give a fuck
Because you
about
stream,
PC
yeah,
niggas.
What's I know you mentioned before the episode, but what games do you play mainly now?
Man, I play like all the FPS shooters, like
Okay.
first person shooters, like Apex, Call of Duty, all the random shit. My stream has been like I'm trying to step away from like the gaming shit more or less. I'm trying to do more like the IRL streams,
Okay.
like more like conversations type stuff as opposed to gaming.
I'm
but
sick we that age. We all kind of stepping away from
games.
I know I love gaming, and
I
I'll
do
still
too,
game
but
all the time.
Me,
but like
bro,
I don't even
what?
I
get
just
to.
don't want to stream that shit. I'm just simply
Casual.
Not, like I'm good at the games and shit, but like the people that make it successful off streaming
They're
from
fucking
their
nuts.
skills,
Can't fuck
that's
with
just
them no
completely
more.
different.
We can't
Yeah.
That's how I feel, bro. I be like, bro, I'm
Yeah.
not even whack at this shit, but these niggas is sweat,
Just so
bro.
much
feel like
better,
Jordan
bro.
after
It's
his
not even
prime.
close.
Yeah, these little ass kids is sweaty as fuck.
You just a good hooper at the Y.
Yeah,
you know,
type shit.
You're just a good hooper
and
at the
and
Y.
we playing against
we
Josh.
used to be
Exactly. Then you step up and
We
you
used
play
to be
against
what's
fucking
bro
LeBron James.
name? Not Mikey. What's bro name? Who was the AAU demon? Everybody couldn't stand, bro. Caleb.
No, what was his name?
We just was talking about it. I forget the nigga name, but damn.
They got the
That's all we is. We used to be AAU stars in the Call of Duty and shit. Now we be getting washed by fucking 12-year-olds,
bro. Literally.
It's gonna bother me now. Julian Newman.
Yep, Julian Newman.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
That literally used
That
to be us,
little
and now it's a whole age group coming up behind him, like, and that be like you know.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Fucking
Yeah.
us up.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
think the
crazy.
gaming industry. I love that. Like, I agree with you. I love that it's progressing like that. And like we were talking about that 16-year-old who has 50,000 people watching this stream. That would have been our dream when we were 16 years old. To
Oh
even
my God,
think about
bro,
that many
what?
people spectating you playing a game you love. It don't even
Exactly.
feel like a job.
Exactly.
I show speed, bro. I stay with you, bro.
Yeah.
I know what they were saying to you before, bro. You got all on their ass.
Keep on
and
doing
shit.
your thing, bro.
Don't let nobody call you a nigger on the game, bro. Like he was saying, I'm not one of these Valorant nerds. I really remember saying some shit like that. Like, bro, I'm not one of these nerd ass niggas, bro, on this game, bro. Nigger. Oh, all right.
No, yeah.
That's what they be on. Them lobbies. That's one thing where the gaming, that was
bro,
built character.
Can I say one thing though, man?
Go ahead.
Every time you're on Twitter and shit, and people complain like the speed thing, people are complaining about that shit, and then people will tweet or they'll comment, oh, you would never have survived in the Call of Duty
the
lobbies and shit.
lobbies.
I'm like, bro, get over that shit. You're literally just saying that you were openly racist as fuck on Call of Duty lobbies, bro. You're still sticking to that. Like 10 years later,
That's
you had
so
time to
unreal.
redeem
You're
yourself,
right, because
bro.
those are the same people who were on that because
Bro.
you were the ones being racist.
Yeah,
like
you had time to redeem yourself and forget that ever even happened,
Yeah,
bro.
that's-
Now you bring that shit back up
Yeah,
on Twitter, like
no,
you just
we-
look so dumb.
I don't understand how you proud of the fact you was saying that.
Yeah,
because
like you wouldn't survive. Like, of course, no one should. What the fuck?
No, that definitely built a lot of. But that's what you said though. Imagine when we were 16, those lobbies. That's kind of talk was that was normalized.
so normal,
but
bro.
the difference is now he has a platform where people are triggering him that way,
Yeah.
and he's 16-year-old, and you expect him to just no, that's not
And-
how it's gonna work. Because and when we was in them lobbies, you better say something, or that's gonna hurt your morale.
They were sending him donations just to be racist.
Oh, they do it all the time,
Bro,
If you watch the stream, they do it all the
so
time.
So like, cause it say if like they got a minimum $5, you can send me $5, and then your message will be automatically played by a little voice. And then it'd be like nigger, like type shit.
It's bad. It's
Just,
bad.
they gave you $5 just to call you a nigger. Like, you
sad.
paying me, you goofy, to be racist.
Yeah.
Like
That's
that.
a crazy concept.
Yeah.
You,
Niggas,
want to do
how
that
much money it
that
take
bad?
to call you a nigger, bro?
Nah, not to be on that.
Nah.
Wow.
No.
How much would it cost you?
Shit, I'm finna put that shit at 100. You want to be racist on my shit? $100, nigga.
There you got it. Send Tone $100. You want to disrespect him?
It's your chicken.
yeah.
I'm gonna use it.
I'm not
Good
looking.
looking, fuck me.
Fuck it. Look, now I'm finna spin it and be rich.
Wow. Okay. Well, there's Tone's perspective on that. But in conclusion, man, the world of gaming has definitely progressed. Just thinking about it, definitely took me back thinking about what it was like when we first was young kids playing, and never would have thought it'd be this. Like from that period to now, there's Oculus.
Hard to
and-
even imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for VR to really take off.
And I mean, in a
we
way,
can't skip over the VR. You say we can't skip over the whole VR aspect of the shit.
No, not at all.
The VR is gonna be nuts once it gets there.
To me, it's already
To that
nuts
point-
to
no,
see.
it's
I
not
mean,
to that
obviously,
point.
but I mean, if
Ready
you,
Player One. type shit.
that'll be different.
If you've seen some of the first videos of what we saw was as VR
That's what I'm-
versus
yeah.
what you see today,
That's
bro.
what I mean. Like looking at
It's
it now
fucked.
from then, it's like it's already then taking it to another level. So, and we're probably not far from it being Ready
That
Player
shit
One.
crazy.
Oh, it's gonna be like that soon.
It's gonna be
Very soon.
fire.
Yeah, man. When they got GTA on
In
that,
full
I'm
suit.
back gaming. I'm back in there
Man,
when
when I can hop in that bitch actually.
when I'm really in the whip running for the police.
Man, what?
Ah, real life.
For real.
And then there's you was talking about FaZe and everything, like these little gaming teams
Clans,
and
yep.
everything. Yeah, clans. It's crazy to see how those things took off because like FaZe Bank started that shit when he was like 16 or something like that. You know, just a little him and his buddies doing them little sniper. You remember the Modern Warfare
Yeah.
2 sniper montages?
Yeah.
Back when you didn't
YouTube
even know
first started
how
popping.
people were recording that shit.
Man,
for real.
I remember
You're like, how
all-
is this on YouTube?
That's what I used to watch YouTube. Like I don't even know.
What was it? The Hop Hog HDR DVR or whatever.
Yep.
That's what it was called.
Yeah.
You needed one. I used to want one of them bitches so
Yeah.
bad because I was a dog. And
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta record this shit, but Dukes wasn't. Look, mom, look, we could have.
Look what could have been.
Yeah,
Could have
you
been
could've
up.
been
I was some fucking dogs. Yeah, FaZe got a shout out Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids got
We
their
have a
own
FaZe
FaZe
member.
member.
We do.
FaZe Scopes. He's a fucking demon.
He is
Yeah.
a demon.
That's dope, man. Just even, I mean, to even think about how far it's came that could even be an option when we were gaming. Like, obviously, we knew there'd be some way, or at least I would say maybe a little bit later on, you knew it'd be a way that people could make money off of gaming. But
Yeah.
to see now people are literally millionaires
Millions.
from playing.
Things like Ninja.
Oh,
When it
yeah,
first happened,
stupid.
Ninja really
Yeah.
was the first like.
Yeah,
I
he's the
just
first.
felt.
Yeah, maybe not.
No,
I
he-
get what you're
I mean,
saying. Yeah.
Bro, he kind of was
Yeah,
in terms
yeah,
of
he
like what people understand
He was
streaming
the
is.
face of the shit,
Oh,
definitely.
there was a video of him not too long ago asking somebody how much they've made off of like a ad revenue for the year. And he was like, I don't know, probably like 5,000-6,000 over the year. He's like, I used to make $1 million a stream off of ads.
Just off the ads.
Just of ads. Like that's how big
not
streaming
including his
yeah.
donations from the
Yeah.
million motherfuckers watching him.
Yeah.
No.
To me, what brought it home was the Fortnite
With
era.
Drake.
Yeah, the Fortnite era.
That
Travis
was such
Scott,
a great
What an era. When
era of
Fortnite
gaming.
first came out, like
When
I
we
tried so hard to fight it, but like
did. That
shit
once
had
you
me in
first
a
got your
chokehold,
first,
bro.
you got your first dub on 4, you're like, oh my god.
No, when
Yeah.
when I found out, bro, I remember the first time loading up into Fortnite because I loaded up and then I did load that bitch back up for like 3 weeks.
Everybody did that, bro.
So I'm like, this shit's stupid. Because in battle royales, we ain't never had no shit like
Yeah,
that.
you-
So they
first
just really
experience.
changed the whole game, bro. I jump out the bus and I just land. I forget what the fuck. Pleasant Park. That's where I was at, bro. I first landed in Pleasant Park, bro, on top of a house, bro.
Bro, no,
and I'm like, bro, where the fuck the straps at?
Yeah.
What we doing? Niggas busting me. What is this big ass hammer? This pickaxe? What am I supposed to be doing?
No, the thing is, I actually shout out Mondrago, man. My first time playing, I'm with him. I drop, and I actually, where did I land? I might have landed in Pleasant Park too, honestly. And he telling me what to do, so I'm getting through there. And my first experience was I'm gathering stuff. I'm like, man, what's that purple stuff coming on the map? That's the storm. So I'm on some. Oh, it's here though. He like, you better run. And I died in the storm. Turned the game off. I'm done. I'm like, but that was dumb.
It's just stupid.
Tried it again next week. I'm okay.
Yeah,
all right.
He just slowly got to it. Then it get to a point where niggas shoot me out. No.
Yeah, you're
Oh, 'cause
building
I
like
was
a
builder.
yeah.
He was unconventional. He wasn't no builder.
I was protect builder.
I was a builder.
I'm protect build. Protect, come around the wall and
He
shoot.
do
That,
wall,
bro.
but he back up and do wall.
But I'm
ramps.
killing you though.
Tease do ramps if he gets scared and he meant to put up a wall.
But I was winning though. I was a solo menace. I was really a dog. I don't know how. It's probably because I was like so
Because
unconventional.
niggas, you ever played a nigga was so whack? You
Yeah, it
was
was
just
like playing against. It was like playing against Tim Duncan.
the big
He
fundamental,
doing weird shit.
but he do it well.
But I'm winning. Yeah, man. Shout out Fortnite. Yeah, that. In conclusion, the history of gaming has been wild. Just think about that, and I think that's cool because Fortnite became popular as like kind of the tail end of my gaming experience. You know, I game a little bit now, but it's if I do play, I'm playing Call of Duty, I'm playing Warzone, so not as big as I was into it. But Fortnite came like later in adulthood. We was playing Fortnite, so. Yes, that was one of the games I can remember. Kind of intrigued me for a little bit again to get back in the game, but I think my career's coming to a close.
Oh no, man! When they make a Call of Duty this hard, I heard they really trying to like come back and revamp the whole thing. They're
I
taking
hope
a
so,
year
bro.
off. They're taking a year off, so we're not getting a
Yeah.
Call of Duty this year.
Right, I seen that.
This next year.
I hope, man.
Wait,
Call of
no.
Duty's
First time in
dying.
how many years? It's been a
Since
while.
it came out.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Like
they've been
10,
coming out with
13
one,
years.
That's
every
crazy.
year. I think. Yeah. No, I think we're getting one. No, we're getting one this year. We're not getting one in 2023. That's what it is. So I think it's gonna be Modern Warfare 2 remastered. Now that might bring me back. They do that Modern Warfare 2
play it.
remastered.
I'll definitely play
I
it.
just don't know if my passion will ever be how it was.
Modern Warfare 2
We'll
is
see,
the
though.
shit.
Yeah, all
If
the
it-
Call of Duties. I honestly loved all the Call of Duties.
What's your
besides-
favorite? Oh, you said GTA. It's your favorite.
Yeah, that's
game
my
of all
favorite.
time.
I thought you were gonna ask my favorite Call of Duty. My favorite Call of Duty is Black Ops 1.
Yeah, that's the hardest
Yeah.
Call of Duty for sure. What's your favorite video game series all time, Calvin?
I mean, I'm probably just gonna go Call of Duty just because the 2011 sessions and shit, you know,
Yeah,
in
bro.
Mama's basement, like
High school didn't have to
were
worry about
so
shit.
locked
bro,
in.
We was
Mountain
so
Dew,
locked
fucking
in.
Not
gummy
doing
bears,
homework to
bro.
play.
Yeah, fuck
Man,
no,
what?
bro.
I do that shit at 12
Bro,
midnight.
it don't matter.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm waking up at 6.
You whispering into the mic like,
My mom said,
try
I
not to
can't-
wake your mom up.
He right in the corner, bro. He right
Yeah,
in the corner.
exactly.
Man, what?
Yeah.
So, what the days?
Yeah,
What
that
is
was
the
fun,
days?
man.
Those are days.
I
man.
like Call of Duty, but like I'm gonna say Spyro. That's what got
That was
me
your
into
favorite
gaming.
gaming
That got me
series?
into gaming. That got me into
Spyro was
gaming
tough, for
and
sure.
putting hours into it.
Yeah.
You
You
could
put
put
Spyro
hours,
for
hours,
bro. You
bro.
know all the side
was
missions
too?
you could do in
Yeah,
Spyro,
Spyro
bro.
was the shit.
You were just doing the main missions. You could
Yeah,
do
I
the
was.
side
You
missions.
do
I love
everything.
Spyro, but I was only doing the main
Spyro
missions.
was like the first real open world game. If you think about it.
Yeah, I remember that. I had the first Spyro, and I had it on PlayStation 1.
Yeah, that's
so,
what I had it
yeah,
on.
Spyro was fun. I wasn't doing the.
Ramming the sheep and shit.
For me, the game that started getting me into side missions was Siphon Filter. Siphon Filter was
Yeah,
one of the
that's a
first
fucking
games
OG.
I got into with shooting
yeah.
wise. I played Siphon Filter before Grand Theft Auto, and I thought that was the toughest game at the time. So, yeah,
Half-Life was hard too.
Half-Life was good too.
Half-Life
Half-Life
2.
was
That's
crazy,
CS:GO now.
Really?
That's all it is. It's like a modded like Half-Life. That's just like yeah.
I'm so behind on games, but I
Man,
wouldn't
bro, it's wild.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I say in conclusion 3 times now, but gaming world has been wild. I'm glad, especially for our generation. I feel like we got to see or feel and see it full circle. We got to see how it started to turn the corner and where it is now. So
I'm happy about that. But yeah, man, it's if you are familiar with it, it's time for the burger of the week. Burger of the week.
Let's go.
Who you got, man? Who's somebody who did?
It's really wild because I don't know if he a burger yet, so he might not be a fully cooked burger. But like Rory, you heard what Rory said about Trey
I heard
Songz?
that. I don't know.
So one of the two is niggas is a burger. It's one of them two niggas. It's Trey Songz and Rory, who used to be on Joe Budden podcast.
Yep.
He says that in 15 years, Trey Songz is they gonna make a documentary about Trey Songz. It was like surviving R. Kelly. So they say there's a lot of shit about Trey Songz gonna come out in 15 years. That's what Rory said.
That's what Rory said.
But what's wild is it has been some, like Keke Palmer, it's been some prominent people in Hollywood that say Trey Songz is a little weird.
That allegation's been floating around for a minute.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's why you got to give it some attention because this ain't his first
rodeo.
Yeah, ain't his first rodeo with some situations like Trey. What's going
So
on,
I
brother?
don't know. That's my burger of the week's like more some hot gossip, some going on. I feel like, bro, a burger for wishing that on, bro. But
That was a bold take.
I mean,
for
if
Rory
it's
to
real,
say.
it's
if it's valid,
real,
it
it's
is.
real.
he
But-
tapped in. I think Rory tapped into somebody, some couple people.
Yeah, Rory usually doesn't say things that bold unless he got something behind it. So we'll have to see how that one comes to fruition. I guess 15 years from now, we're going to have to revisit this burger. We got to put the clip up. So I guess it turns out he was the burger. So yeah, man, my burger of the week is Adam Schefter. Simply because I know it, like I said in the beginning, it's your job to report news. It's your job to be the first on it, but that doesn't mean you should sacrifice your morals in order to do it. You shouldn't have to present all the information about somebody's life in a time of death in order to give somebody the full story. That's just not necessary. At the end of the day, we look at professional athletes as what they are, professional athletes. I think a lot of the time we forget they are people. That's somebody, in Dwayne Haskins' case, he was not a father, he was a son, a husband, somebody's friend, somebody's brother. So when you make comments like that and then their family has to see that in a time of tragedy, wow, only thing you remember about him was that he struggled at one team. Like he was 24 years old. He had a lot of football left to play. And this is not Adam Schefter's first time doing this. So yeah, you got to do better, man. And, it kind of speaks to everybody who's in media. You got to remember these people are human. And it's times we're all kind of guilty of it. Even when somebody wreck our parlay, we already automatically, man, you yada, yada, yada. But they are human. So especially in times of death, that's where all that shit has
That
to...
shit weird though. They be laughing at
Yeah,
niggas,
that
be
part's
mad.
stupid.
Them
I don't
niggas
like when they
them
be
niggas-
laughing at it. But when there's death involved,
Yeah,
all that
okay.
shit goes out the window, man. So
I got a real one to make it an actual burger of the week. I almost forgot. I don't know dude name, but dude who made that rumor up about Rocky fumbling the bag with Rihanna,
yeah.
he's a big burger.
he's my second burger of the week. Yeah. That's so weird, bro.
My friend, do you remember his?
No, I found his Twitter. I found his Twitter handle.
But he made some sort of asinine ass, baseless ass allegation that
No facts
ass statement saying that ASAP Rocky was cheating on his baby mother Rihanna.
Just not gonna happen.
Right, exactly.
It's just not gonna happen.
With one of her employees.
Her Asher, like I think it was actually her lead fashion. Like she
Shoes,
designs most of her footwear.
shoes,
Yeah.
The lead footwear designer, they said Rocky was was fucking her while Rihanna was pregnant with their child.
In her third trimester, that's when you bring up that information.
Yeah,
actually,
with no type of backing though. Where do you even get your information from, bud?
In addition to that, I actually saw his tweet where he said, "I'm in the fashion industry. You think I would just make shit up? Yeah, you did. So
It's catty as fuck in that industry. So
And I'm glad you brought that up because also y'all get co-burgers of the week because I seen so many retweets and tweets about, Rocky fumbled the bag. I seen people talking about, well, that's men for you. And then y'all was
Don't even
so
know.
ready
They be
to,
so quick to
to
tear
be
down
on
a
that.
black man.
And I didn't see no apologies either from none of y'all.
they don't apologize
You
to
right,
us.
but damn, y'all could have deleted the tweet. Y'all standing 10 toes behind that, I guess.
that
But
silly ass burger ass shit.
yeah, y'all co-burgers because that's where we are at in media.
Yeah.
Anything a lie is a lot more entertaining than
Once you hit that send button, it's truth. It's
a lot more entertaining than the truth these days. So y'all burgers too, man. Do better.
weirdo ass niggas.
Yeah, man. But it's been an excellent episode. Thank you, Mr. Calvindotcom, for joining us, man.
appreciate you having me.
My Virgo twin, man.
Yeah, y'all twinning like a
My twin and
motherfucker.
them.
The grudge holding ass
All right, now.
Virgos.
All right, now. That's why you
We're
going
working on it.
you
Work
end
in
up.
progress.
Yeah, we growth. So you gonna end up in a long distance relationship for some cheese. And she gonna be cheating.
Nah, she cheated. She got enough money.
Yes, sir. All right, little brother. You know what it is, man. We'll catch you next time.
We gonna catch a little bruh.
Boys in the city, so you wanna be like me. TBR boys, this ain't JRE. She call me daddy, so I turn her to a freak. No TMG, this TBR. Think they're down good, so she let me get the car. Who's burger of the week? Is it you or is it me? You better listen, yeah, nigga, when we speak. TBR Friday, yeah, bitch, we got the key.
Shorty wanna hang with them boys from the block report. Sit back and listen, cause it's time for the black report. Yeah, they get into it, but you know that we getting more. Come on, little brothers, come